You can have more mental clarity, more focus, and more energy than you have right now. And the strange part is that most people never realize how far below their real potential they are operating. They just assume that feeling tired, distracted, and slow is normal. They assume that forgetting names, losing words mid-sentence, and feeling mentally heavy is just part of life. But it is not. It is a sign that your brain is not working at full capacity. And today, you are going to understand exactly how to recognize that and what it means for your life. Think about this for a moment. If your phone started freezing, taking longer to open apps, and losing data, you would not say, "That's just how phones are." You would know something is wrong. Yet when the same thing happens to the mind, people accept it. They accept waking up already tired. They accept reading the same paragraph 3 times. They accept that sharp, clear, fast version of themselves as something that exists only in the past. But that version is not gone. It is just buried under bad habits, overload, and invisible stress. Your brain is the control center of everything you do. Every decision, every emotion, every plan, every memory depends on it. When it is working well, life feels lighter. You think faster, you decide with more confidence, you feel more present. When it is not, everything feels heavier. Simple tasks take more effort, small problems feel big, and you start to live in a kind of mental fog without even noticing when it started. Here's the dangerous part. This does not happen all at once. It happens slowly, quietly, in small steps. That's why so many smart, capable people are walking around today with a brain that is running at maybe 60 or 70% of what it could do, and they think that's normal. It is not. So, let's talk about the 7 most common signs that your brain is not working at full capacity. As you listen, be honest with yourself. You do not need to have all of them. Even 2 or 3 are already a strong signal that something needs to change. The first sign is that you feel mentally tired most of the time, even when you didn't do anything that hard. This is not the same as physical tiredness. Your body might be fine, but your mind feels heavy. Thinking feels like work. Making decisions feels like work. Even planning simple things feels like work. It is as if your brain is always carrying a backpack full of rocks. Many people think this is just stress or age, but in most cases, it is neither. It is mental overload. Your brain is processing too much for too long without real recovery. Notifications, news, messages, tasks, worries, and screens all compete for your attention. Imagine leaving a car engine running all day and all night. Even if you're not driving, it's still burning fuel. After a while, it will not perform well. The same happens to your brain when it never truly rests. The second sign is that your recent memory is getting worse. You forget what you were about to say, you walk into a room and forget why you went there, you open a new tab and forget what you wanted to search. You meet someone and forget their name almost immediately. This is not because you were getting stupid, it's because your brain is overloaded and distracted. Memory needs attention to work. If your attention is always divided, your brain never fully stores information. It's like trying to save files on a computer while the hard drive is almost full and 10 programs are running at the same time. Things get lost, not because the computer is broken, but because it is overloaded. The third sign is that you have lost the ability to focus deeply. You sit down to work, to read, or to study, and after a few minutes, you feel the urge to check your phone. Or you open one thing, then another, then another. At the end of the day, you were busy all day, but you didn't do anything that really matters. Deep focus is not just a nice skill. It is the state where your brain does its best work. It is where you solve real problems, learn faster, and create better ideas. When you lose this ability, your thinking becomes shallow. You start reacting instead of thinking. You become busy instead of effective. The fourth sign is that you procrastinate even on things that are important to you. This is a big one because most people think procrastination is a character flaw. They think it is laziness. Very often, it is not. It is mental resistance. Your brain feels tired and overloaded, so it avoids tasks that require effort. Imagine asking a tired person to run. They won't want to, not because they are lazy, but because they are exhausted. The same thing happens in your mind. When your mental energy is low, your brain looks for easy rewards and avoids hard tasks. You end up scrolling, watching, or doing small, useless things instead of the one thing that would really move your life forward. The fifth sign is that you feel more irritable, anxious, or emotionally sensitive than before. Small things bother you more. You get impatient more easily. You feel stressed even when nothing big is happening. This is another sign of a brain under pressure. Your brain is not just a thinking machine. It is also an emotional control system. When it is overloaded and tired, it loses its ability to regulate emotions well. It's like having a short fuse. Things that you would normally ignore suddenly feel big. This is not because the world got worse, it's because your mental reserves are low. The sixth sign is that your thinking feels slower and less clear. You take longer to make decisions. You have trouble organizing your thoughts. You know what you want to say, but the words don't come easily. You feel less sharp, less quick, less precise. This is one of the most frustrating experiences, especially for people who know they used to think faster. It feels like your brain is running on an old system. Again, this does not mean you are losing intelligence. It means your mental environment is not supporting good performance. The seventh sign is more subtle but very powerful. You no longer feel that sense of mental sharpness and curiosity that you used to have. You go through your days on automatic mode. You do what you have to do, but you don't feel mentally alive. You consume more than you create. You react more than you choose. This is not how life is supposed to feel. A healthy, well-functioning brain feels engaged. It feels interested. It feels present. When that disappears, it's a sign that something is blocking your natural mental energy. Now, here's the most important question. Why is this happening to so many people? The main reason is that modern life is not designed for the human brain. Your brain evolved in a world of silence, darkness at night, physical movement, and long periods of focus on one thing. Today, it lives in a world of constant noise, constant light, constant information, and constant interruption. Your brain is trying to adapt, but it pays a price. Every notification, every quick video, every switch of attention has a cost. You don't feel it immediately, just like you don't feel every drop of water that slowly fills a bucket. But one day, the bucket is full and things start to overflow. Another big reason is poor recovery. Many people think sleep alone is enough. Sleep is important, but it's not the whole story. If your waking life is full of stress, pressure, and constant stimulation, your brain never truly resets. It's like charging a battery that is still being used at the same time. There is also the problem of mental clutter. Unfinished tasks, worries, and open loops occupy mental space, even when you are not thinking about them directly. Your brain keeps them in the background, using energy. Over time, this background load becomes heavy. So, what does all this mean in practice? It means that if you recognize yourself in several of these signs, the problem is not you. The problem is the system your brain is operating in and the habits that have slowly drained its energy and clarity. And here's the good news. The brain is not like a machine that only gets worse. It's more like a muscle. When you change how you use it and how you take care of it, it can become sharper, faster, and clearer again, at any age. Think about people who change their lifestyle, start sleeping better, reduce stress, move their bodies, and clean up their mental environment. Very often they say something like, "I feel like myself again." They are not becoming a new person. They are just removing what was blocking their natural capacity. Let me give you a simple analogy. Imagine your brain as a window. Over time, dust, dirt, and stains accumulate. Little by little, less light comes through. You don't notice it happening because it's gradual. One day, someone cleans the window, and suddenly the room is full of light again. The light was always there. The problem was the dirt. Your mental clarity, focus, and energy are like that light. They are not gone. They are just covered. Now, here's something very important to understand. You don't fix this by trying harder. You fix this by changing the conditions your brain is living in. Less noise, more real rest, better input, better rhythms, better support. This is why so many people fail when they try to be more productive by pushing themselves more. They are already pushing a tired system. What they really need is to restore the system first.
If you start paying attention to these signs and take them seriously, you can reverse a lot of what you think is just how you are now. You can get back a level of mental performance that feels almost like cheating compared to how most people live. Imagine waking up and not feeling mentally heavy. Imagine sitting down to work and actually being able to focus. Imagine reading and remembering what you read. Imagine feeling emotionally more stable and patient. This is not a fantasy. This is what a well-functioning brain feels like. And here's the final honest truth. Most people will never fix this, not because it is impossible, but because they accept the slow decline as normal. They adapt to a lower level of mental energy and call it life. You do not have to do that. If you want to start supporting your brain in a smarter way and accelerate this process, there are tools and solutions designed exactly for that. If you check